Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still sick, so I might go on for a bit, but I'm here today to talk about a theory that I believe to be true, or at least have the same possibility of being true as it being false. And this is what I call the multicolor theory. And this theory basically says, alright, this you can see on the camera is orange. You can see this is orange, this is like a lighter orange. You can see that on the camera. But it's not. It is my version of orange. I see my version of orange, and you see your version of orange. And your version of orange might be my version of purple. That neon light up there? Well, it's blue, right? It's kind of a light blue. Well, no. It's my light blue. It's your light blue. But what you see as light blue, I might see as red. And there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for this as well. It's simply everyone's brains. There is a theory that says everyone's brains have different compartments. This is one of the reasons why we have different personalities, I believe. So everyone's brain has different compartments, and in those compartments, it kind of filters out your stuff. We see this prime with a man, Phineas Gage. If you don't know Phineas Gage, I'll give you a quick rundown on what happened to him. Essentially, he was a worker, and what happened was he was working on a railroad, and he accidentally sparked a fuse, and he was holding a metal rod, and it shot straight up through his head and through his skull, his brain, everything, and it just went about 50 miles away or so, and he was perfectly fine. He didn't faint. Sure as hell didn't die. In fact, he lived an entirely normal life with one key difference that happened for about 5 to 10 years. With one difference happened 5 to 10 years after the accident happened. There was a gaping hole through his head instantly, and they brought him to a doctor, and the doctor didn't know what the hell to think, because who the hell could survive that, right? After this accident, Phineas Gage was a total prick, and no one liked him. Even though prior to the accident, he was a really nice guy. After about 5 to 10 years, people were like, yeah, okay, he's not as much as a prick anymore. He's kind of back to his normal self. That's because, this theory states, our brains have separate compartments. That was part of his personality's compartment. Possibly a filter for anything negative that he was thinking. But it shows that you can, A, survive with your brain being shot through and having a huge hole in your head. And B, like I said, compartments. So, everyone thinks differently, and everyone has different personalities, and everyone wants to do different things. But some people want to do the same thing. Some people have the same favorite color. My favorite color is purple. Now, my kind of theory is, this is partially what other people believe and partially my own speculation. And there are some ways that people can disprove my speculation, and I don't think my speculation is 100% the correct way. This is because of some stuff that I'll talk about. But the idea is everyone sees different colors. And the reason why we don't know about it is because when I'm born, I was taught the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. You were probably also taught red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And if you're not colorblind, you can see I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. The purple looks a little more brown in this lighting, but trust me, it's purple. And everyone who sees colors knows that. But what we don't know is who decided to name them and why they were named the colors that they are, and why things are the color that they are. And this doesn't really matter much, but people don't have inside of them internally knowing about different colors, knowing different color names, etc. And if you're taught from birth that what I see as red, you see as what I see as red, you're taught as purple, you will never know that is anything but purple. You will never know that that is my red unless we are able to take and figure out where in the brain your color area is, take that and transfer it to someone else. Possibly it has something to do with the color eyes, because everyone has different color eyes. This I'm not too sure about. It's just kind of, hey, potential, because colors exist. And my favorite idea that I've come up with on my own for this is that this is why everyone has favorite colors. There's one color that appeals to everyone exactly the same, and people who have the same favorite color have either the same color set, because I believe that possibly the only difference between what you see and I see is red and green. Possibly I see red as you see green, and you see green as I see red. And you might be wondering, well, okay, that's fine and dandy, but what about, like, why don't we just ask someone to describe their favorite color? If you are asked to describe your favorite color, for example, if I were to describe purple, I would say a mix between red and blue, which will always be true no matter how you see purple. Whatever you're taught red and blue is will always mix to be what you see as purple. That is a given. That will never change. And that's why it's impossible to figure this out unless we do find out compartments are true, figure out where the color compartment is, and exchange it with someone else's to try it out. But you would have to exchange it with every single person, and because everyone might see the exact same stuff, but one person is the odd one out. I'm sure if that was the case, after some time there would be a lot more odd ones out. But still, it's an interesting thought, and it's a real brain teaser, brain racker. This is a bit of a longer video. I've been going on rants because I'm sick as hell now. But yeah, if you enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow in another video. I post daily. It's kind of great. Update, I've been working out a lot. Not too much as of now because I'm sick, but I've been doing push-ups, sit-up, squats because I wanted to feel better about myself, and not feel better about myself, but feel more like I'm doing stuff, feel more accomplished, and I have been. I 100% would recommend to you to try that, because I have not, I had never considered working out really at all, because I'm built fine. I don't really need to work out. I'm able to do everything that I need to do, but it's just nice. And yeah, I'll see you all later. I'll see you tomorrow if you watch my next video. If not, that's totally fine. Check out my other videos and subscribe. See ya.